Have you watched the Netflix show You? Two characters, one with a crush that very quickly becomes an obsession. In this story, the other partner is completely unaware they're being obsessed over. Sometimes these obsessive scenarios can seem like they'd never happen to us, but only in movies. But obsessive partners are a very real thing. Some people may even suffer from a disorder called obsessive love disorder, in which the person may feel an overwhelming sense that they must be around someone and protect them despite rejection. So what if you feel someone is obsessed with you? How can you tell? Here are 6 signs someone is secretly obsessed with you. Number 1, they know things about you, things you've never told them. So, a random classmate of yours decides to sit next to you in class. No problem, always up for making new friends. But then, when you start talking, you notice they seem to know a lot about you, like too much. Have you told them anything about yourself? No. Whether you're just an acquaintance with someone or whether you're in a relationship, you should know a pretty equal amount about each other. Yes, there is a time in a relationship where you get to know each other and different traits and hobbies may be revealed. But if you notice they seem to know everything about you and you know hardly anything, then that could be a red flag. Number 2, you feel they're in love with the idea of you rather than your true self. So, you're in a relationship and things appear to be going fine on the outside, but you can't shake this feeling that they're in love with the idea of you and not the real you. For one, you may hardly know each other on a personal level, yet they're already saying they love you. While every circumstance is different, you notice when it comes to yours, they talk about their idea of you, and it's not really who you are. They may start correcting little things about you to fit the narrative of who they want you to be in their mind. If they've given you presents, they have nothing to do with your interests or personality. If you notice they also associate you with certain qualities you obviously don't have, then they may just be in love with the idea of you. Number 3, they're often jealous. Is your partner jealous? What about that classmate that always feels the need to interrupt any conversations you have with someone else? Extreme jealousy can be a sign someone may be obsessed with you. It's normal for some people to get jealous from time to time, but if they're jealous by nearly any interaction you have with someone else, that's a red flag to be aware of. Number 4, they won't stop repeatedly texting you despite you saying you're not interested or that you're busy. Do you receive frequent unwanted texts from that person you rejected 8 months ago? What about unannounced phone calls in the late hours of the night? If someone is not respecting your boundaries and can't take no for an answer, this is not only a sign they may be obsessed with you, but this is a serious concern. It may be best to distance yourself from this person. If they really won't give up after your rejections and are violating your privacy, you should report them to the authorities. If you feel you are in danger, you should not hesitate to call the police right away. Number 5, they give you no time alone. They're always around you, and you rarely have any alone time. Got an invite to a party with your friends? They invite themselves, or randomly show up when you've told them not to. When someone is obsessed with someone, they can't stand to be apart from them. They'll always inquire where you are, demanding to know your exact location. They may make you feel guilty if you don't spend time with them, or insist that you're a bad partner if you're not with them every second. Number 6, they invade your privacy and cross boundaries. Does your partner cross personal boundaries? Do they demand to know your phone password? Do they browse through your private pictures or texts? As mentioned before, obsessive partners may become jealous very easily. They may be suspicious about where you've been and who you've seen, so they invade your personal texts to investigate. Healthy relationships have boundaries and respect. Just because you have boundaries does not mean you're being secretive. So next time they try to make you feel guilty, insisting you're hiding something when you're not, remind yourself that trust is one of the most important things to have in a relationship. And if the trust isn't there and they have several of these signs, it may be time to say goodbye to your obsessive partner. So, did you recognize any of these signs? Sometimes we cannot be aware of these red flags when we think we're in a loving relationship. If you think you're in an abusive relationship, there are resources available and help is out there.